Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Kind of little shimmy to the side.
What's this?
Going back. Just bring out the 80s dance moves, like just really big.
You want this one? We want to like dancing in the moonlight.
It works. You know what?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the Grindr After Show. I'm your host, Leslie Ambriz. Today we'll be talking about From the Ashes, part 2 of last week's episode. If you guys weren't here and haven't tuned in for the last episode, why don't you head on over after this episode and check out past episodes after show. I said episode so many times in that sentence. I hope that we got a clip of these guys dancing. Let me go. Let's go to that real quick.
I love this song now. This is my favorite song.
Except the song's not playing. Just a lot of awkward dancing. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, you can find me on Twitter at In Less Than No Time. Totally forgot about that part. You guys want to introduce yourselves? My lovely dancing co-hosts over here.
Yes, well, my name is Dan Babic, and you can find me on Instagram at Dan Babic, and then on the Twitter, same stuff, but with an underscore after Babic.
My name is Annika Michelle, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Annika Michelle 1.
Well, she shimmies.
I love it because you've got like the perfect like chest to do it. She's like, like bouncing
She's
and
like,
stuff.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sure audience members notice that, so Dan's just saying it like it is. But this episode, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I wasn't sure. We got some backtrack here.
It's like,
Just turn the...
You got it's a little too high. We got it.
Yeah.
Oh my! A little technical difficulties. We're back though.
Exactly. Yeah. Put phones away. I think it's the phones that are they're making it like that.
Oh.
Plug in mics all the way.
We're getting some instructions from our
I think
lovely engineer, but I think we're good. Yeah.
Thank God for engineers.
You guys got
Thank
it back.
you.
We love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. We couldn't do AfterBuzz without them. But going back, this episode, what are your guys' thoughts? Because I was all over the place.
Boring.
I was bored.
Yeah.
And
I
we
know.
both looked at each other around the same time and we're like, oh, we're 12 minutes in only? Like, my god, this feels like a 2-hour episode.
No, it was boring. There was not really, because last week's episode was funny, and Dan, you were here for that, where it was funny. There was like really good comedic timing. It kept going. It was on it, and then it even left us with a cliffhanger. And we're like, oh, okay, usually if something's left with a cliffhanger, the next episode's going to be amazing because it's going to wrap everything up. This was just really like random things happening, like Dean broke up with Jillian. There was no reason why that he gave before that.
Yeah.
Oh, the office is torn up. Somebody broke in. Boom, skips to the scene where Jillian's crying, which I'm really glad Jillian's gone.
You were getting
Yeah.
annoyed. I know you're watching. You're just like, shut up.
She was like acting like someone who needed therapy after that breakup. She was just like losing it. I was like, why are you being so dramatic, Dean? I was like, oh my god, you guys have gone on like 4 dates. Calm down.
No, I love Maya Rudolph, but I hate Jillian.
I loved her. Do you know?
No, we never agree.
You know what I like? I think it's one of those naughty things where I don't like to go with the flow. So if everyone loves someone, I certainly hate them. It's never been that way. You know, like the school captain at school, and everyone's like, "Oh, aren't they amazing? Oh, aren't they beautiful?" And then I suddenly hate them just to be different and just to cause a bit of a stir.
Always
so
the
I think
devil's advocate.
I think deep down, we all admit Jillian was just a fucking idiot. But I'm going to pretend that I loved her because, you know, I've got to be different. Yeah.
And I have to say, isn't it... Okay, first of all, she's passing so many, like, breaking so many rules. She's still giving therapy to her boyfriend. Then she tells her boyfriend's brother, Stu, about things that have been discussed privately in their therapy sessions.
And
like,
does the same thing with Dean.
You can't do that. Like, okay, whoa. Like, why has no one revoked your license yet?
Do you guys think this is going to come back? Or, like, that's just the end of her? Bye-bye, Maya Rudolph. Thanks for guest starring with us.
I don't know. I feel like maybe if she comes back, it'd be like for a therapist. Like, oh, I'll give you a free therapy session. Dean.
Yeah.
With the sassy shoulder.
No, because I was just like,
I was like,
looking
oh, are you to meet something else?
I mean, you know, like a
give
therapy
me a-
session that maybe leads to like getting back with him.
So I was just like admiring Annika's skin. I was like, oh my god, like I love her
thank you.
makeup. It's like Hilary Duff's makeup. I'm like Hilary Duff.
She's
like,
killing it.
Yeah.
Skin, hair, makeup.
I know, Steven.
Thank
This is what
you.
you're missing
Thank
out on. This is
you.
what happens when you don't come. Annika brings it.
Oh my god.
But I agree. I think she needed to
one.
go. But I think she'll be back as well because they're trying to, you know, even I forget his name, the stupid dude from not stupid, actually really like him, George from Seinfeld. Who,
Jason Alexander.
yeah, I forgot his name. Had a bit of
he's
time.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're,
Uh-huh.
they're trying to bring all the celebrities in at the
Yeah,
end.
he's been
because-
on before. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so because what's happening is because me and Annika are on a wonderful after show called Grandfather.
We are.
And Grandfather competes with Grindr. And Grandfather is beating them in the ratings, which means Grindr will probably get the flick at the moment if their ratings do not improve and do not beat the Grandfathered. So do you know what? They're just like, we're going to bring in every celebrity that we can think of that's in our budget.
Because does Grandfather do celebrity guest stars a lot?
All
or
the
is
time,
it,
Yeah, all
but
the
it's more
time.
like Full House, like Bob Saget, Dave Coulier. It's like Josh Peck had Drake on from Drake and
Oh,
Josh.
no way. Okay, I need to go
so
back and
Christina
see
Milian
that.
had Lil Wayne before they broke up. Like, so it's all of them kind of using their celebrityness. Paget had a couple people from the show that she's on, and so. And I feel like we were talking about this. I feel like that cast like actually does social media with like constantly. That cast is constantly promoting. This one, I don't feel like they do much social media
It's
promotion.
really rare when they do. I think just because it's a lot of an older
crowd.
like older, like Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's really good at the social media.
Yeah.
I don't really see Mary Elizabeth, who plays Deb, doing a lot. Fred Savage kind of does. And the kids, I mean, obviously do,
They're
but
like-
they're kids, so
yeah.
they're always on social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely needs
I
that
think
up.
where they've gone a little bit unstuck is they needed a so for example, like a Rob Lowe and a John Stamos, if we're comparing them, they're of a certain generation.
Always.
Yeah.
They're of a certain generation. And then with the Grandfather, they've got the Christina Milian to bring in the younger fans.
That's true,
Where's
yeah.
the hot young star that's in there permanently to bring in the youngest?
We don't have it at all.
We don't have her
No.
at all, do we? So if they got like a Hilary Duff.
You're just
Your
always
favorite.
going for
Oh,
Hilary Duff.
Duff. You know, like someone from the young, someone would compete with the Christina, I think then.
I think they tried that with Claire because she also did like Parks and Rec and a lot of
Oh,
other
yeah.
shows. But I don't feel that she's a big enough celebrity to draw in such a crowd.
I've never met
you know?
anyone that's like, oh my god, Claire!
Like if they brought like Amy Poehler, which she's older, but she
But
appeals
she would
to
bring
both
a
generations, you know?
for sure. She would.
Bring her in and I reckon they'll be right. But what else did you love about the episode, Leslie?
What else did I love?
What else did you love,
I just
girl?
love like the random Legally Blonde. I was getting a lot of Legally Blonde
Oh,
vibes
yeah.
from this episode, like seeing Dean go back to law school, and suddenly like he's the cool kid who's actually really stupid, which is pretty much Elle Woods.
Totally.
So I like that episode. I thought it was kind of random though that we suddenly brought in two student characters to kind of become Dean's BFFs.
Ginger and what's that?
Ginger and
name?
I don't know.
Name.
He's on Safety Not Guaranteed, which I love that
Oh,
movie.
okay.
But he always plays the same nerdy character.
I agree.
So I don't know.
Well,
They were just
it's
like
getting him
weird.
money.
They were weird people to be friends with him.
I think that's where they need to bring the celebrities in because, you know, one celebrity is coming out, so bring another celebrity in. And talking about the Legally Blonde vibe, I thought, because we all had the same opinion, that it was very Legally Blonde-esque. Esque, you know, esque or whatever, you know, when people put
Just making up words. No big.
Legally Blonde-esque, yes. They should have brought Jennifer Coolidge in, you know, the one
Oh, I
that, like,
love her. She's so funny.
like the band. Can you imagine her as a student? She's just like she'd be all funny and like they needed
The
someone like
snap.
that because you get rid of Maya Rudolph. She's back to Santa's good old kingdom over there, being Rudolph and helping him out with the prezzies, and bring in like Coolidge. Like she's hilarious.
She is hilarious. Isn't she on Two Broke Girls now? Is that the same actress?
She
Or is that
is,
somebody
yeah,
else?
and like
Okay.
Cinderella Story.
Oh, I love that.
With my
That's the
girl
best.
Hilary Duff.
Just killing
And
it
another
back with
Cinderella,
Hilary
if you
Duff.
guys remember, Jason Alexander was like the prince's helper in the Cinderella with Brandy. Do you guys remember that?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh
I know
my
it's
gosh,
bad,
where
but
have you
I haven't.
lived? Brandy was Cinderella, and some Filipino guy was the prince. Whoopi Goldberg was the queen, and oh my god, I can't
I
remember,
did
but
see
a white
that.
guy was the king. And there's this meme now that's out. I'm sure if you guys have seen it, it's like everyone loved this movie so much that no one questioned like. Oh, Whitney Houston, yes, thank you. Oh my gosh.
of
Whitney Houston
course.
was a fairy godmother. And like there's this meme out that says, this movie was so good that no one questioned how an African American and a white guy could have an Asian baby.
Yeah,
Like no one. I did. I questioned my mom all the time, and she had no answers for me. But
She's like, yeah, he's adopted.
yeah, like how in the world that happened? But it's if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it.
Was it just throwing in a bunch of diversity that they didn't even pay attention?
I think it was honestly just that good and for the time, you know. And Jason Alexander was like the prince's helper that would try on the Cinderella shoes and like.
Oh my god,
It was
he's
so
hilarious in
good.
everything that he does. I mean, I've never seen the Cinderella.
Because that was the problem with the original
adaptation.
Cinderella. Because I was never a Cinderella fan. I thought that's what Cinderella needed to be black. That was it. As soon as I saw that movie, I was like, they needed a black Cinderella. As soon as we got black Cinderella, I loved it.
You loved it.
Loved it, loved it, loved it.
All about it.
All about
And
Brandy's
Dean is
Cinderella.
Dean is our
Yes.
little Cinderella. In this one.
Exactly. And what do we think about good old little, like, you know, Stuart and his wife not getting along
That
so
marriage
well?
is done. That they're
It's
gonna get a
so, like,
divorce.
they might as well be sleeping in different beds.
Every episode, there's something wrong with their marriage. There's what was the last one? Stu's crazy, so she doesn't know how to interact with him, how to deal with him because he's going all over the place, paranoid. This one, they have nothing in common, nothing to talk about, which makes me think, what did you guys talk about when you were dating?
Yeah.
They literally were like, I've seen like miles apart in that bed. They weren't. There's like no body contact, and he turns with his like back towards her, and he's like, "Good night," and it's like, oh my god, like. He literally just gave her a quick peck and that was it. It's like,
Even
are you
when
guys
they were
roommates? Like, what are you?
Even when they were by the coffee machine, they were just like, oh, wow, this is taking a long time. Like, I feel like that's something you do when you run into an ex or
Like
a
an
friend that you haven't
awkward-
talked to in a long time, you know?
Or like, you know, someone you try and hang out. You know, we've got those friends, I've just dumped them recently. And you've been friends with them forever, but you still try and hold on to what you guys had when you were like 10.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you know, like I love what Kim Kardashian wore. And they're like, oh, really? Did you watch the soccer the other day? And you're like, oh no.
That happens to you a lot?
Yeah, so I've had to dump them, thank God.
Because that was a very specific example.
They're probably watching
He had
now.
like
Yeah.
I said, he was ready to go.
He totally went off
yeah.
into like vivid.
I was about to name them, but that's a bit mean.
Don't do that.
But
That's
I
mean.
actually like their relationship weird enough. I just think they need something to spice it
Are you just
up.
being devil's advocate or
You were just trying to like stir it up in here today.
No, I like it because you know, I don't. No, I think I am trying to, but maybe we'll get a bit of a spice up. Chuck a bit of Viagra in there, get him going. Maybe Claire can get maybe she can get her tits done, and she can spice it up. They can get into something really weird sexually, sex in public places. You see that to mix it up, and then
Just
they can
always with the sex. Dan.
always with the sex
Always with the
fight,
sex
and then they
always.
can get a
find
divorce. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, maybe hopefully like something will happen. I don't know if they're just gonna get a divorce and that's gonna send. I totally missed something over here.
No, we're just laughing
because every time Dan talks about sex, they say
yeah.
5 minutes.
I'm going to be banished to the White Room again. I just tell you guys, like last night I was doing an after show because I'm always off topic. I got banished to a White Room,
did.
and AFTERBUZZ are like, "Oh, come into the White Room." I was like, "Is this a cocaine-filled room? What's
Oh my
this?"
god.
No.
And it's like a naughty room. It's like where you go if you like to stay off.
naughty room?
Yeah, if you like stay off, not like the sex. I wish it was that type of naughty room.
It's the bad room, but we'll save this for next week since we actually do have
We only got 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
What else
So
did you-
anyways, Claire, Stu, that's gonna end. That's
Yeah.
my prediction. Let's jump into predictions real quick. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Ooh. Like your blazer, by the way.
Thanks. I thought of you when I put it on. I was like, me and Dan are real matchy with
I love
blazers.
it. Woo,
Love
predictions. Woo. Annika Michelle, you can go first. I've
Let's
decided.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. I want. Oh my gosh. What's her name? Maya Rudolph. What's her character name? Sorry.
Jillian.
Jillian.
I want her to kind of come back and like not seduce, but try to seduce in her very awkward way Dean and like try to get him back. But in the meantime, I want Dean to be going out with oh my god,
Claire?
yeah,
Yeah?
in the office.
Yeah.
I want him to go out with her in the office.
Win.
And I want it to be like a little love triangle. Like Dean doesn't know which one to pick, and like Maya's coming on strong, and Claire's like, "Dude, why are you going with a 50-year-old woman? Like, let's, hello, I'm right here."
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to like get some spark back in their marriage. I'm kind of with Dan on this
Yeah.
one. Like, I don't know about the Viagra and boob job, but I'm talking about like maybe like a little bit of contact in that bed, like maybe a hug, maybe like
they
a
need to go on
romantic
a
dinner.
date. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just like, Hilary Duff's new song called Sparks. And he starts singing with Sparks again. But I love that idea. I want, like, because we're just talking about Cinderella and like Whoopi, I want like a sassy African-American woman be like, hell no, like, I want that. I want a bit of Whoopi. I want a bit, oh my God, Sparks is going to come on by Hilary Duff. I'm so excited. He's like playing it. We're going to hear it soon.
We'll hear it for the ending song.
But yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling we need someone with sass, a bit of bam, bam, boom, hello. So
just like that.
I mean, are you up for the? I mean, you can.
I think you should do it, Dan.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah,
just a sassy Australian.
424-205-7056.
You're gonna get some calls if that's your actual number. Watch.
What are your predictions?
I mean, going into, I think Deb and Stu are over. I think that's gonna end, send the kids into something. And then we did see Dean come back from the ashes as the grinder. So I think maybe this episode, because it was so mediocre, that the next episode will be really good. Maybe it's like a trilogy.
Yeah.
Where we'll see him come back. Jillian is actually in cahoots with that one random kid that is suing the company. Hopefully that kind of brings it all together and we'll get like a funny episode next week.
And we'll definitely see some more Sparks.
Yeah.
And play the Hilary Duff song.
Yeah. And there we go. And as we have Hilary Duff coming out, guys, that's the end of our show. Keeping it nice and short today. But you can find me on Twitter in less than no time, and these dancing fools will let you know where you can find them.
You can find me on the Instagram at Babic and same as Twitter with an _.
You can find me on Instagram at Annika Michelle 1 and Twitter the same, and my website AnnikaMichelle.com. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Send us your predictions if you have any for what's going to happen with these guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on YouTube and on iTunes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.